Have you ever noticed how more and more older men are staying single these days? It is not that they can find someone, it is that they settle for just anyone. And in this video, I'm going to break down the 10 surprising reasons why so many men over 40 are choosing the single life. Honestly, some of these might really surprise you. Hey, I'm Paul. A few years back, after my divorce, I honestly thought dating in my 40s was hopeless. I tried the apps, went out with friends, even forced myself to make small talk at bars, but nothing worked. After a while, I started thinking, maybe being single was just the new normal. Then it clicked. It wasn't about finding someone fast. It was about understanding why guys like me were staying single in the first place. And once I figured that out, man, everything made sense. That's exactly what I'm going to share with you today. All right, let's jump into it. We're re-breaking down the 10 real reasons older men are choosing to stay single. And if you're an older guy watching this, you'll probably find yourself nodding along to a few of these. Let's start with number 1. Reason number 1, peace over drama. After years of ups and downs, arguments and breakups, most men just want peace. No emotional roller coasters, no guessing games, just calm. They've learned that silence and stability are way more valuable than constant tension. And honestly, can you blame them? After enough chaos, peace starts to feel like a luxury. Reason number 2 is an awareness of emotional manipulation. A lot of men have seen how manipulation sneaks in. The guilt trips, the gaslighting, the subtle attempts at control. It never starts big. It always starts small. But once you've seen it, you can't unsee it. So most guys would rather stay single than get dragged back into that kind of dynamic again. Let me ask you, have you ever ignored a red flag just because you didn't want to believe it? Yeah. Most men who stay single have learned not to make that mistake twice. Next up, reason number 3, financial freedom and independence. By midlife, plenty of men finally feel stable. They've worked hard, built careers or businesses, maybe saved up a bit, and they don't want to risk all of that on the wrong person. It's not about being selfish. It's about being smart. They like spending their money how they want, traveling where they want, and not having to explain every single decision. At this point in life, money isn't the goal. Freedom is. This brings us to reason number 4, emotional burnout. Years of dating, heartbreak, maybe even a tough divorce. It wears you down. Some men aren't avoiding love, they're just recovering from it. They've realized their emotional battery has limits, and constant disappointment drains it faster than anything. So instead of forcing something new, they step back and rebuild. They focus on their health, their hobbies, and their purpose. That's not giving up, that's recharging. Reason number 5, unrealistic expectations in modern dating. Let's be real, so much of modern dating feels fake. Everyone looks perfect online, and older men often feel invisible in that world. They know they can't compete with filters, highlight reels, or manufactured fantasy lifestyles. So they simply stop playing the game. And funny enough, that confidence, the ability to walk away from all the fake stuff, actually makes them more grounded and, more attractive in the real world. Now for reason number 6, a lack of trust in modern dating culture. Online dating promised connection but mostly delivered confusion. Ghosting, cheating, mixed signals. It's a mess. Older men have seen enough to know when their energy isn't being matched. They've learned to trust patterns, not promises. If something feels off, they don't chase. They just disconnect. At this stage in life, peace beats guessing every single time. Let's talk about reason number 7. Having emotional standards and boundaries. There's this myth that having boundaries means you're controlling. It doesn't. It means you respect yourself. Older men have learned to speak up about what they need and to walk away from anyone who calls that being too much. It's not about being cold, it's about being clear. And the right person will see those boundaries as a sign of strength, not as walls. Reason number 8 is what I call the freedom mindset. Freedom just hits different as you get older. After decades of commitments and responsibilities, Most men want time that's truly their own. No constant check-ins, no pressure to perform. They want to travel, start new hobbies, or just sit in silence without having to explain it to anyone. And honestly, once you've tasted real freedom, would you ever trade it away again for anything less than amazing? Number 9 is a big one. Past trauma and the fear of repetition. A lot of men have been through betrayal or one-sided relationships, and that pain sticks with you. They're not scared of women. They're scared of repeating the same painful mistake. So they protect their energy. They move slower, observe more, and they'd much rather stay single than have to heal from the same wound twice. And finally, reason number 10. Self-respect and growth. This one really ties everything together. Older men are realizing that being single doesn't mean being lonely. It means being selective. They know their worth now. They've worked too hard, learned too much, and healed too deeply to settle for anything that costs them their peace of mind. They would much rather wait for the right connection than try to force the wrong one. Because in the end, being single isn't the issue. Settling is. So there you have it. 10 real reasons older men are staying single today. It's not about bitterness or giving up. It's about clarity, boundaries, and knowing your value. And if you're sitting there thinking, yeah, that's me, just remember, choosing peace isn't weakness. It's wisdom. If this gave you something to think about, hit that subscribe button for more honest videos like this one. We talk about relationships, masculinity, and real-world psychology. No fluff, just straight talk. Thanks for watching.